So, Regal Day mga ka-psych, kamusta ang isip niyo today? Bigla bang nag-brain freeze or walang focus dahil sa Netflix binge? So, welcome to the wild world of cognitive psychology, yung science ng pag-iisip natin, emotions, creativity, at problem solving. I am John Caballero. Let's dive in. Walang black box today. Cognitive psychology is the branch of psychology that scientifically studies how we think, yung interactions ng thinking, emotions, creativity, and problem solving. It measures intelligence, organizes thoughts, and compares cognition parts like perception, memory, attention, language, learning, and problem solving. Ulrich Neisser is considered the founder. In 1967, he coined cognitive psychology and defined it as the study of processes behind perception, transformation, storage, recovery of information. His focus was perception and memory, but he argued all human behavior and thoughts matter. Neisser revolutionized the field by pulling us away from just observing actions to probing the mind inside. It's like opening a Pandora's box of cognition. Before cognitive psych was formal, 19th century pioneers measured the mind. Franciscus Donders in 1868 used reaction times, simple versus choice task. It showed that decisions take about 100 milliseconds via subtraction. Wilhelm Wundt opened the first psychological laboratory in 1879 using structuralism, breaking experience into sensation via introspection. Hermann Ebbinghaus in 1885 tested memory with nonsense syllables, plotting the forgetting curve. Rapid drop first 1 to 2 days, then slow down. His savings showed retained learning. William James in his 1890 textbook called Attention, Withdrawing from Some Things to Deal with Others. So, these laid groundwork like early sketches ng isip natin. The era of behaviorism. Then came behaviorism sidelining the mind. John Watson in 1913 founded it, rejecting introspection for observable stimuli, responses links, black box mentality. B.F. Skinner in 1938 added operant conditioning, behavior strengthened by reinforcers, even explaining language. Psychology focuses on what we see, not the inner thoughts. Relevant to us? So think strict discipline in Philippine schools, rewarding good behavior without questioning thoughts. The Cognitive Revolution, 1950s onward. The 1950s sparkled the Cognitive Revolution. Edward Tolman showed that rats built cognitive maps, not blind habits. Noam Chomsky, critic, Skinner, kids produce novel sentences innately, not just reinforced. Computers analogize the mind as info processors in stages. Donald Broadbent's in 1958 filter model diagram attention by selecting key info. So this rebirth measured the black box, a game changer. So picture this. Smartphone mo, itap mo yung screen, yung input. Yung app maglo-load, ito yung output. Pero yung billions of code at CPU magic sa loob, hindi mo nakikita. So black box yan. Sa psychology, black box means a system where inputs and outputs are observable. Pero ang internal processes like thinking, memory, emotions, lahat ng in-between, it is unknown or hidden. The modern terms, closed box, closed system, mystery box, o unknown origin. Ito yung history ng cognitive psychology. Noong 1950s to 1970s, nag-cognitive revolution ang psychology. Before that, behaviorism dominated. Nakafocus lang sa observable actions like Pavlov's dogs. The mind, black box, hindi siya measurable. Then, cognitive approach said, may mediational processes between stimulus and responses, memory, perception, attention, and others. To understand behavior, kailangang study ang internal thinking. Neisser formalized it in 1967. It grew fast, emphasizing internal drivers of behavior. No more black box. Binuksan natin yan. Now we probe inside. The rise of cognitive psychology. Now, why mid-1950s? Dissatisfaction with behaviorism. Parang actions lang. Ano naman yung feelings? Better experiments to measure mind processes. Computers as metaphor mind like CPU processing data. Ano ang ginagawa ng cognitive psychologist? They do research, training, education, and therapy. Ginagamit nila ang knowledge sa behavior analysis, therapy, learning theories, and emotional processing to treat real-life problems like anxiety disorders, academic performance, personality disorders, substance abuse, depressive disorders, relationship problems, autism spectrum disorder, trauma, and emotional regulation. Say, a cognitive psychologist might help a student na brain freeze during recitation by teaching memory techniques. So, para hindi na siya mag-panic. Current research at applications, cognitive psych touches daily life. Better mag-decisions kung paano mag-budget. Memory aids for lolo-lola with dementia. Brain injury, recovery post-typhoon, learning disorders, and education curricula. It helps treat mental disorder like traumatic brain injury, Alzheimer's. We measure IQ better, fight memory loss, decodes brain workings. So yung example nito, research helps OFWs cope with homesickness via memory training or student na nasa modular learning na hindi makapag-focus dahil sa Netflix distractions. Growing field na nag-i-improve ng health natin. So, ano ang Cognitive Behavioral Therapy or CBT? It identifies irrational thoughts, distortions, and replaces them with realistic ones, used by clinical psychologists, counselors. So, example, yung student, iniisip niya na mahina siya kasi bagsak siya sa quiz. And this is irrational. Sa CBT, pwede nating i-improve with study habits. So, parang fixing a buggy up, i-update lang yung thoughts for better output. Paano iba sa iba ang branches? Okay, behaviorism, observable behavior or external actions only. Parang laban sa boxing, visible punches. Sa cognitive, thinking process or internal processes behind it. Yung mga strategy sa utak. Mind as computer processing info. So look at these beautiful floating umbrellas. Beyond being pretty, they perfectly symbolize the core cognitive processes. Perception. Nakikita natin ang mga kulay at hugis. Your brain instantly processes the visual details. Attention. Saan napupunta yung mga mata mo? Notice how some umbrellas draw your focus first. Memory. Nakakapagpaalala, kagaya ng fiesta decoration or rainy seasons. Knowledge, you know what umbrellas are used for and that they usually don't float. Problem solving, floating umbrellas, what's that about? Nagtatanong ang utak mo to understand this unusual scene. So this single image captures all major cognitive psychology topics we'll explore this semester. So at the end of the day, cognitive psych is not just history. So next time na ma-brain freeze ka sa recitation, remember, binuksan natin yung block box. Use memory hacks, reframe fears, at i-level up ang isip mo. So, salamat sa pakikinig. Please send me your aha moments.